What is up, folks, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. My name is Adam. If you guys are wondering, this is the AB Ouroboros channel. Channel right here. You know, way to go! It's best Kickstarter of the year, 2020, going great and going long. So yeah. Welcome to the channel. This is the AB Ouroboros Club. And yeah, if you guys don't know me, you guys will get to know me. My name is Adam. As you guys know, I've said it like multiple times, if you guys haven't picked up on it already. And my last name is Bahmad. You can spell that Bahmad. And we are mad, crazy people. Especially because you got the like little mad at the end. I don't know if you picked up on that either. No? Perhaps? Alright, I'll stop fucking around. Anyway, what is up, guys? How's it going? So yeah, I made this podcast for me to kind of like just connect with people, kind of just a way for me to put myself out there. So since I'm not very social, kind of I'm I want to say anti-social. I do like to socialize given the event or time. But I kind of more of like a take to myself kind of person. I operate better when I do things on my own. And that is a very fair statement that one can occupy. So yeah, and so that's my kind of gist. And you guys will get to know me as we go along. I plan on putting one of these out once every month. I don't know, at least that's the plan, or that's what I had in mind, you know. It took me very long. I was really struggling to get this first one out there. I was like, I gotta sit down, I gotta talk, and I have to introduce myself, and I have to do all these things. And what if they don't like me? Fuck that shit. I didn't think about that. No. I was just lazy, you know. That's all it is. But it's fine. We here. You know, we recording right now. What's up? You hearing my voice? How's it going? I don't know if you're in your boxers or in your like panties and you just got your coffee mug. You probably do. What's up? Chilling. Nice. I dig it. Hey, man. Beat 'em times. I mean, I appreciate you listening to me. Hell. Welcome. Alright. So, without further ado, what is this podcast going to be about? It's generally going to be about just about anything, honestly. It's going to be about all the weird things about life. It's going to be about concepts, theories, stories, where we are going to dive into a lot of deep topics. We might definitely get some people in here. Hell yeah, I would love to have some people on the vlog later on. That's definitely the plan. And yeah, just kind of connect and have fun with it. There's nothing really that I have in goal or mind with this. It's more or less just to get my thoughts out there and to help anyone that I can who I can't specifically reach out to, but you guys can come into this bubble or like, you know, channel and get the best of it. So yeah. What else is there? Yeah, and not much. I'm 21 years old. I'm Lebanese. I was born and raised in New York. You know, OG style. And we just living on a 2020 lifestyle scale. Born on 1999, July 22. You already know. Cancer, half Leo. You know, I don't know if that's Cancer rising or whatever they call it, but yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of just the detailed version of me. Schematics. Who is this person? It's always weird. People always like. It's funny how you kind of like approach people and you talk with them and you build this relationship, and it's like after a while they're like, I don't know anything about you. Who are you? You're such a mystery. And it's like we just spent the last 30 minutes to an hour kind of just like experiencing things together. I mean, like, what's not to know? What did you not get? I mean, like, I'm confused. Did you want me to tell you my whole life story as we were doing this? It's like, you know, it's strange. There's a lot of strange topics that can rise in social situations. Part of also why I kind of keep to myself, because no one kind of, whatever. Anyway. Yeah. Life's fun, man. Life's full of adventure and tricks. You just gotta figure it out. You'll figure it out eventually as you go along. Everyone does, or at least I hope so. A lot of people end up getting stuck, don't know how to get out of it. But yeah. So what's it like living in 2020, man? I mean, like, damn. Well, we're struck with the coronavirus. I don't know if you're listening to this in this era or in the future. Are there lasers? I don't know. Yeah, we're stuck with the 2020 coronavirus. Around 50 million are infected as of now, as of the 7 billion population. Which is a pretty big number, and it's we're approaching the winter. They're saying that it's going to become a lot worse, a lot more dangerous. So everyone's kind of trying to keep with it. The world is kind of just trying to hold on, as deep they can. But there's a lot of fishy things going on with the whole coronavirus thing, and I don't know. We'll get into it with a bit, but yeah. So yeah, 2020 has been a struggle. There's been a Black Lives Matter movement. There's been a man called George Floyd who has been kneed down, and he was basically they suffocated the man to death. And yeah, and then a whole movement, Black Lives Movement Matter approach came off of that. So yeah. But which is good, Still coming up on the elections. It's October 30th. Elections coming up on November 2nd between Donald J. Trump and Joe Biden. Yeah, it should be exciting. I haven't voted yet, not because I didn't want to, mainly because I just couldn't. I don't know. I tried to. They didn't want me to, so I was like, I ain't gonna vote. Which shouldn't really matter. I mean, the mass majority of the people are honestly gonna be voting, so my vote in one system shouldn't really... I mean, which, again, is bullshit. But hey. Also, I hope we don't get them rigged again. Most likely the Democrats are going to win. Joe Biden is definitely going to win. I hope he does, because we've been kind of in a fucked up position lately. It's not fun. Donald J. Trump, I honestly don't despise the man. I don't hate him, but I also don't like him. He's not the best president we've ever had. I don't see him as a clown or as all of this bad shit nonsense that people has been labeling him as. He's definitely done some good to the country, and what I mean by that is that he's definitely had some ups towards 70% of his downs, which obviously were a lot. I'm not saying the guy is a bright dude, but he's not a terrible one either. He's not like a Hitler, We still gotta give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, hey man, good job on at least taking care of the country the best way you can. Even though you messed up a lot. But without a doubt, President should hopefully switch up in a few more days, and we'll get that all cleared up and we'll be on our way. Which, by the way, doesn't really affect much of economic growth in a sense that you need some downward spiral in a sense to kind of get that boost upwards, and it's very important for that, because if you keep on this scale of growth and growing and you're just adding and adding, you end up having no trajectory with it, and you kind of just keep on adding and upgrading to your supplies, but you don't really have a way for your current supplies or your current inventions to kind of take hold and place and flourish and be adopted by the people as you go. Because if you keep upgrading and updating, it's going to be kind of hard to keep up with everything, and not everyone are mentally there to to really be like, hey, I kind of understand or intuitively pick up on machines, because programming and computers are right here, we live in a 2020 technological age, and not that many people program, and you'd be surprised. There's a very few programmers out there who get down with the technology. So yeah, and that's mainly why why haven't we switched to cleaner energies? Granted, yes, we could have done a lot sooner, but again, not everyone would have adopted it. There's certain adoptions that need to take place, certain adoptions that need to take hold. Economic growth needs to also take place. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot with them. We dove in pretty damn quickly into a series of topics. Yes, this is how it should be. Yes, indeed so. I'm drinking some tea made by my beautiful, beautiful family who blessed me with tea and honey. Thank you very much. Yeah. I also got this skunk weed right over here, and I call it skunk weed because it doesn't smell all too nice, you know, but it smells like weed. Yeah, it just smells like weed now. It's definitely not the best type. I've been coughing a lot off of this, and no, it's not because of COVID, or at least I hope not. It's been like 5 months since I've quit smoking. 10 months in total, but I had like a short relapse in the middle, so you know, you kind of understand. Whatever. But yeah, we picked up, and I've been coughing and sneezing a lot, which I've kind of been glad about, because, you know, it gets your lungs cleaning. It's a sign of your lungs kind of cleaning itself. But yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and roll a joint right here. And yeah, I do smoke weed. I am an enthusiast of marijuana. And yeah, I have no judgment towards anyone who does smoke or who doesn't smoke. I have no judgment towards anyone who has any political or religional belief. You know, you can believe in whatever you want to believe, man. Hey, I'm not stopping you, dude or lady. You know, hey gal, hey baby. Oh no, that's too soon, man. No, don't no. But you know what? Hey darling, hey doll. Yeah, I don't judge anyone for believing whatever they want to believe. You know, if you have a certain goal or whatever, certain statement or quote or political agenda or whatever government you're in and you choose to follow and you believe in that, then hey, I 100% support you as long as it's a good cause of humanity and it doesn't harm anyone else in the process. By all means, go forward with all your heart's content, good lad. Also want to get into acting. I've been really wanting to get into acting. I was supposed to get in this year, but everything got messed up with the whole COVID thing. The school shut down. I couldn't really go to school. A lot of people couldn't actually go to school. All like colleges shut down, schools shut down. They're reopening them now for this year, but last year, they opened. Actually, they were closed for this year as well. A lot of countries are planning on closing their countries down. But there might be some openings, you know, like they'll have some regulations taking place, you know. And with everything being programmed nowadays, it's a lot easier. Yeah. But with the whole thing and everything going on, I mean, there's the stock market has also been crashing, and it has definitely been a bloodbath. Yeah, and I do want to give. So here's the thing, and I want to like tell you guys on the good news and what I think on like current stocks, because I want you guys to benefit just as much as I do, you know. But going down the line and seeing how this is gonna end up. For now, I'm just gonna make advice, but hear me out on this one. Any stock or advice or any investment advice that I give, I do not expect you to put any more than $100 to $200 in this investment. I am not responsible for you investing however amount of money that you decide to put into anything that I end up giving advice to, you know. So again, that's on your end. All I advise is that you invest $100 to $200 of your money if you're able to. And yeah, that's all I'm responsible for. That's what I'm gonna say for right now. I'd take that as however you want, but yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if you're a person who's in the stock market right now, it's very interesting what's going on. So we're having a very economic decline, and not a very serious one, but definitely one to look at, because there's a lot of potential growth that can go into this. Especially with a lot of stocks going down. I mean, a lot of stocks going down. I mean, like, they're making things pretty cheap now. They're making things so that, you know, the average consumer can still get into. Especially with nowadays being in certain areas, the annual pay or the annual pay is like $15 an hour. I don't know what I'm trying to reference here. God damn it, I forgot. Yeah, and I understand how in some areas it's also like still $7, $8, $9, and in some areas it's also it might be $6. I kind of doubt that, but that would be insane if it is. Depending on the specific needs of each county and each government and each town or whatever, that kind of scales. Because in New York it's $15, the minimum hourly wage. Yeah, the wage. There we go. So yeah, and if you kind of can just like take advantage of that and invest that into the stock market, but do it smartly, because you want to buy. The whole thing is like buying low and selling high. But there's also, and there's this other saying where it's like, be greedy when everyone's afraid and be afraid when everyone's greedy, or like something, in that line. Or when everyone's selling, you want to buy, and when everyone's buying, you kind of want to pay attention to when you want to sell, depending on, the line of growth or, whatever you end up seeing. So yeah, I definitely do want to give some stock advice. There's some stocks that I feel like I want to look into, and I feel like you should too as well, if I deem them worthy. If I deem them worthy for succession. Damn, I forgot all about this joint. Yeah, and I want to just share that with you, and you end up going along with how you want to invest in it. What do I recommend any investing platforms? Yes, I recommend Robinhood, and I recommend Webull. I might include some links. I'll include some links down below if you want to go ahead and check those out. Highly encouraged. Robinhood I really like. Webull is also good, but Webull is more of like a PC kind of interface. If you're familiar with the whole stock market in that way, you're familiar with the WAP and the lines and all these stuff. I'm not familiar with all that stuff. I'm a Robinhood kind of user, so I don't know how you want to take that, but Robinhood mobile version, I don't know, I like it. It works for me. It's easy to read. I understand what's going on, it's just overall easier. I can read information a lot easier. The whole thing is more compact. It's in an app. I can open it, I can close it, and it's just everything's right there. Although with Robinhood, they sometimes end up running into problems when they have a high velocity, causing their servers to sometimes shut down, and you're not able to really sell or buy any positions afterwards, which can really suck if you're trying to get out of a stock. It's plummeting, it's going down, or it went up, and you're like, all right, I gotta sell, man, now. I get that. But no, they've definitely been trying to fix their systems and be better. So yeah, I'll provide a link for Robinhood down below if you want to check it out. Is there a stock that I recommend that I want you to look at? Yeah, right now there's NIO. If you've been looking at Tesla, but yeah, there's a stock called NIO, NIO. Right now it's worth around $30. It was worth around $3 back down in March, so like 6 months ago. They're also a car and battery powered vehicle based in China, and they've been doing some really good. So if you've been keeping up with, if you can or keep up or kind of just read up on they've been coming out with a lot of great upgrades. Just overall good stuff, and they have some really good price predictions going down the line. So it might not tenfold, it might threefold or fourfold, might even sixfold. A lot of people are saying that it might even go above that. I don't know, because hey, because I definitely do see the next generation being a very technological civilization, and not to any crazy extent, but definitely it's going to be integrated. And it already has been within the lives of people. Like right now it's kind of just that slow process of that, where you can see the simmered line, and just above that or beyond that silver lining is going to be a whole nother age. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. There's going to be a lot of great discoveries, and there's definitely going to be a lot of battles that we're going to have to face, because again, we fucked up a lot. Don't forget that, with the whole global warming thing and ignoring it and everything, and gas emissions and whatnot, and us throwing our garbage. But don't forget, like, yes, I can feel the hate or anger and all this inside of you, and you're like, yes, and fuck this, and why have we been doing this, and we can do better. Well, then again, and you've been able to do better. There's a lot of times where you can do better. Every second that you live, you can do better. You know, even like, are you taking care of the amendments that you can to help society and the environment and the world around you in your own house? Are you already applying those life measures? Because if you are, then that's great, and I highly condone you. Because I amn't. I'm gonna be right up front with you, or at least I try to, in whatever scenario that I can. Yeah. And it's not easy. It's not easy, but there's definitely a lot of measures that you can adopt. There's definitely a lot of like things or measures that you can take and start to do. That's gonna help you along that line to kind of just preserve what's around you, and have more of appreciation for the world and life that you live in. You know. So yeah. And we needed to like first have gas emissions and all these companies kind of just digging holes and getting us, because we needed to further advance our thinking of what technology is, and how it can be adopted. Because you wouldn't want to just jump into a technology age and be like, okay, there's nothing but electricity in here. No, you want to go through a bronze, a stone age, a silver age, a gold age, a platinum age. You want to go through a technology phase. Like, all of these things kind of, they have their place and meaning. There's still to this day people out there in planet Earth, unless it's named or coded something else entirely. One day we're fucking just going by Earth in a spaceship, and you're listening to this: Earth, planet 003, Earth, the beginning. Or it will probably be 01.1 or something, I don't know. Or maybe we're not the beginning, we're just some byproduct. Or we could also be some evolutionary stage of just life on Earth, and it happening. I don't know, there's a lot of theories, a lot of concepts. Where were we? I forgot where we were. We were talking about, right, gas emissions, and the reason why it can be very hard. No, why we need to take care of it, and why it's been fucking us up, and why we also needed to go pass by it. So we needed to pass by it because we also needed to understand what this element or what this byproduct can be used for, and what it could be turned into. Because again, like, the oil hasn't been entirely terrible. Like, it got us to the first mission to the moon. It's built us muscle cars. It's built us motors. There's a lot of interesting things that we've done with it, and that now with our new technology we can turn it into a battery or a clean energy based component that we can now use. So it's not all bad, and it hasn't been all great, And now the reason why we need to get rid of it, well, if you have been looking at the fucking polar ice caps, they have been melting. If forests are burning, if you go to highly populated areas or rural areas, you can't even breathe. You need to have a face mask aside from coronavirus, alright? Or else you're gonna die in 3 days. Scratch corona. You're much better off having corona than being in one of those urban cities with highly polluted emissions. We fucked up our oceans. We fucked up our land with plastic, with trash. We're fucking up our goats, our water. Yeah, I think it's time we need to like sit back and be like, hey, yo, we really need to make a difference. And we really need to, but and it's not easy. Tesla has been doing a great job. Honestly, if there has been like a big company that I know of that has been doing really good, has been Tesla. And they've been like adopting, they've been trying to fix traffic situations, they've been trying to get us to Mars, they've been doing some astonishing great things. And or at least I hope, they seem to be upfront with everything, with their reports, with their how their money is, where it goes, where it comes out, or how, I don't know. I seem like they're pretty honest about everything, or at least what they try to be honest about, and I condone them for that. Yeah, and hey, praises to all the people who are really trying hard out there to find solutions to help better our lives. Because who am I? I'm just the guy sitting on a desk on a laptop with a microphone and just yapping all this stuff. I haven't even lit up my joint. Interesting. I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is, and it be what it be. You feel it? I don't know. I do. I always feel it. I'm always feeling things. Alright. So, I'm just gonna light this bad boy up. Take a good hit at that. Ooh. I get my weed from these guys around the block, man. I mean, I know a lot of people where I could get my weed from. More recently, I've been, because they sell eighths for like 25, and you usually get them for 35 or 30, which isn't bad. But I don't like their weed, man. It doesn't taste good. It doesn't smell good. It's nothing of any quality. It's kind of like very, like, I don't know. I feel like if there was quality, this would be the one of the definitely lowest. I don't know why I'm cheating myself that much. And the dealer that I do know, who actually happens to live literally a block away from me, I've been buying from him for like 3 years, and I don't know. He's great. He's a great dude. He's not a great dude, no. He's a cool guy. His girlfriend's cute. She's really cute. Oh, also, I'm Arabic, by the way. So I'm Dirzi. D-I-R-Z-I. Dirzi. دروز خيي شو بنا مش قادر تتفهمها. Yeah. But yeah. And she also happens to be Arabic. So, well, hey. But yeah. Lately, it's been kind of putting less weed into my dime bags, so that's kind of why I jumped to these guys. His weed is good, but sometimes his weed is also too strong, so it kind of makes me wonder if he's doing anything to it. I don't know, which makes you really wonder, like, yo, you gotta really pay attention where you get your weed from, guys, like, because if you don't have a trusty dealer out there or you got a sketchy dealer out there, then you need to stop altogether, because you don't know what they're mixing in it. You really don't. I knew this one guy who sold me weed at my job. I used to work at Le Pain Quotidien, who actually went bankrupt. They had like 30 stores in New York, and I worked at one at 375 Kings Road. You damn right, I'm a motherfucking king. Hell yeah. And he was a chef. He was a really cool guy too. Everyone there was actually chill as fuck. They were the coolest people ever. Yeah, they were some of the coolest people ever. For sure. And yeah, my guy would just be whipping it in the kitchen, and he had these eighth bags. He sold them for me for 30, and oh my god, one time he sold me this eighth bag with purple weed or purple kush, I don't know what it was, and it tasted so organic, so fresh, so clean. When you pulled in, it was like cool air, and the taste tasted like blackberry. Like, imagine that, for weed to taste like blackberry and get you high. Like, not full on blackberry, but definitely like notes, you know, like you could get a berry note off of it. You know, I don't know, it was weird, but it tasted so good, man. Like, it was wild, and I would save it, like, I saved it, and he'd give you a lot, too, like, it wasn't just an eighth, like, nah, he packed it, he made sure he packed it, yo. Yeah, I'm not in touch with the guy anymore, though, sadly. I don't know what happened, but we lost touch, which happens regularly in life, for some reason, I don't know. It's like you try to connect with them, but then they don't connect. And then when people are like, yeah, man, I try to connect with people, it's like, did you really? Did you really? Like, did you call them? Did you even text them? Did you look at their profile? Be like, hey, how's it going? Or you like, fuck this guy. Alright, great, I'll see him. Latest post, he was smiling. Oh, I don't need to see him anymore. He's living a better life than I am. That's bullshit. You don't know when someone is missing you, when they're missing you. So it's best that you check up on them when you can check up on them, because you never know what's going to happen. So, and plus it's honestly a truer, more happier, more serene way of connecting than just looking at someone's social page. You know, because you really don't know what's going on until you know what's going on. And then you're like, oh shit, I don't even want to know what's going on anymore. Because then you get sucked up in their life, they get sucked up into your life, or you're trying to do something and then it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't work out. They see it differently, you see it differently. I don't know, it's weird. You have to connect with certain people. It's like certain people connect with certain people, and it's strange, but that's how it is. Yeah. Like, you need people to be able to, like, listen and be able to adapt and intuitively, like, pick up on a project. And that's the strange thing. You know, I'm not talking out of any sort of, well, I am talking out of experience, but I'm not talking out of any prior experience that I've had with a certain someone. I'm saying this, anything that I say, I usually say it out of general thought, because I've either passed through it, or that's how I've seen it, or that's how I've pictured it or perceived it, whatever. You know, I've broken it down, I've thought about it, and this is me saying it. So, yeah. What was I on? Fuck. What was I talking about? Right, I just... Hold on, give me a second, it'll catch up. It'll catch up. Right, working on projects. And it's not like you're trying to, like, tell them, like, hey, but you don't want them, like, telling you differently on your own project. You know, it's like, hey, I kind of asked you to join the project because I thought it would be fun for you to just sort of connect, and, you know, not for you to take initiative and do all these things. You know, I kind of just wanted your input, and yeah, that was it. Which can kind of really get people to be like, I don't want to work with anyone, and sort of create conflict, you know. Because you have to establish whose idea is it, who are you working with, who are you going, like, what's the process going to be, does this person have a clear plan or an idea of their plan that they want to do, you know. Because you can't just approach it and be like, alright, we're going to do this, and that. And while you can, yes, and it does work out in some cases, a lot of cases, that's not how it goes. And it shouldn't work out that way. If you don't have someone who's working on a project or a team and seriously being like, hey, let's take these first steps, rather than giving you lucid perceptions of like, oh, it would be really cool if we had this included and we had this included and we shot it this way and we went over here, and all the meanwhile you're not doing anything. Get away from that person, because they're not gonna get you anywhere, seriously. And they're waiting for very specific moments, and that could get you stuck and very non-progressive. No, you want to be able to learn and be able to connect with people and establish a connection and live your life. You want to grow a meaningful way to live, you know? You don't want to just be stuck in one place and with one person's ideas. And, like, altogether, while that's good and healthy, because, you know, you get to learn in that process, you get to pick up, you know, a few more skills or talents that you can add onto your own skill level. You know, but you don't want to be with people who are gonna bring you back or are gonna keep you grounded. You know, no, you want to constantly be looking for people that you can grow with, you can share connections with. Yeah. And there's definitely a way you can handle any situation. I don't know, whatever. Everyone does things differently. Oh my. Who am I? I'm nobody. But I am a somebody. I'm this voice right now. I'm this voice in this mic. That's who I am. You don't know me, but now you do, I guess. Or you have an idea. To ramble, speak too much. Yeah. I have some projects I've been working on. I have this website called Ouroboros. So if you've been wondering why my name is Ouroboros or AB Ouroboros. So AB is my initials, Adam Bahmad, of course, and Ouroboros, well, that is the serpent or dragon that eats itself. It's kind of a sense of rebirth or rejuvenation, reforging, kind of re-understanding. Yeah, and it's constant. Like you're constantly going through it. It's an interesting topic. It's a very interesting topic. Definitely one that we'll sort of get into on another day. I'm sort of way too high. I don't know. My thoughts are going all over the place right now. I can't really focus. Yeah. Yeah, it's Ouroboros, and it's pretty cool. I think you guys should check it out. I'll put it down in the link below. You guys could go ahead and check it out. Tell me what you guys think about it. I hope you guys like it. There's some pretty cool stuff on there. I have like some necklaces, some bead necklaces, some bead bracelets. I'm thinking about putting some apparel on there. We got some charms. We got some stories, some mythology you can read up on. You can look at your zodiac sign. It's a really cool website. And I have a lot of other projects that I'm working on simultaneously to kind of just get out there and they'll all work together. Yeah, and we got some coursework that's on there that I want to get out and about because I want to, give out what I know to the world, and kind of just add on to the infinite knowledge that's on the media. Yeah. That people could access, I guess. Yeah. I have a lot of other projects I want to start too. Like a lot of other things that I constantly be thinking about. That I feel like, hey, this would be really cool. I don't know if I mentioned I'm also from Lebanon, Beirut. So I did mention that I was Dirzi. That was my religion. I'm Arabic. And yeah, I'm from Lebanon, Beirut. I'm from Dahr Ahmar, which means the red back. That's my home village. And yeah, that's where all my cousins live. My grandparents. Lebanon is an interesting place. It's an interesting place for sure. So yeah, I wonder what everyone's into these days. Like, what do you do in your time of age? Like, what are you doing? Are you skating off of buildings? Did they invent the hoverboard? Can you go into virtual reality and like pick out your own character and fight? Are all these things around the corner? Like, damn, that would be interesting, homie. That would be dope. That'll be dope. That'll be so dope. Dope. Yeah. Just go into virtual reality, create your own world. League of Legends is really cool. They have like over 250 characters, and they're still going. But they need, I don't know, you guys gotta do something with the map. It's been the same shit for 10 years. Like, it's cool, guys, but I don't know. Come on, change it up. Like, you guys have so much potential. Or I don't know, like make it a map with different missions. Not that whole hard line like that. What was it, like Team Fortress kind of game where it was like you have to defend this robot and you have to get it to the other side. Like, no, forget that shit. Like, keep that for, like, that's not fun. It really isn't. Defending this whole objective to get it to the other side. I mean, I get it for whatever short run, but you're only stuck. Like, you're stuck on that circle. It doesn't really make it fun. And then when you die, you have to like run all the way back there, and it's no. But make it like something that's like a big map, just the same way they have to get to a nexus or a bigger goal, Or like there's certain things that they have to do, right? And like, you know, they have to activate this to get into this gate will open, so they have to run into this, and water flows into this thing gets pushed up, and you know, like I don't know, but like a big, or like you can make, instead of 2 teams are versing each other, now there are 5 teams in 5 different areas, and you guys are all battling it out, you know. And there's literally a pentagon of a map going on, like literally a 5 sigil star. I think that's but a pentagon. I don't know. Yeah, it's a pentagon. You add triangles to the side, you'll get a star. Yeah. I don't fucking know. Whatever. You have each Nexus on it, but this is in terms of League of Legends, man. There's a lot of other great games. StarCraft, I was playing a lot of stuff. Not a lot. I played some StarCraft recently, not too long ago, like a month ago. I was doing really good. I was doing really, really good, surprisingly. I don't know. I work well with third-person games and like games like that. I remember when there was a lot of Red Alert, Command and Conquer, I believe it was called. What else was there? Yeah, that was pretty much the one game that I know of, Command and Conquer. And yeah, StarCraft was a fun game. Blizzard does really good with their games. You know, the whole World of Warcraft community that I did play also a little bit. Glad I didn't get addicted to it, because that shit is too big. Too big. For no reason. I mean, actually, hey, if you can create a whole infinite world in there and then merge it all together in virtual reality, you're already far, far ahead. So I wouldn't be upset or down. I would keep whatever data you have and then try to merge it all together. Create a very immersive experience for anyone down the line. You know, I think they definitely have that under control. I believe they're already working on it. Hey, if they already have, then props out to them. I'm actually excited to see that. League of Legends is working on their own item menu. Do I keep up with them? Yes, I actually have League of Legends on my laptop right now. I play it. I've been playing it for 7 years or so. It's all like probably 7 years max. Not straight, definitely on and off. Max, I would say I've put like I would put around, damn. Yeah, I would put like around 300 hours on it. No, more than that. Like a full year. Yeah, dude, I played a lot of video games. All right, I've played a lot of video games. It's a fun world. It's an interesting one too. Yeah. PlayStation 5 is coming out around the corner, which I'm very excited about. I've been thinking about doing this whole setup in my room, because I can't really do it and play video games in the room, and also I've been wanting. So I have this gaming channel. I'll also link down below if you guys want to check it out and hang out with me while I game. And yeah, I'm gonna link everything on my social media and whatever. I'm gonna link it all down below. You can follow it up or whatever. They'll all be down below that you could just see through. But yeah, you can come check me and hang out while we game. I might do something like with Twitch down the line, but right now I'm just gonna be uploading videos. I have one video up there about League of Legends as of right now, while I'm speaking to you. You know, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. So hopefully we can play a lot of interesting video games that we can have fun with everyone together. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Maybe build a strong team out there. Yo, I've been getting murked in Call of Duty Warzone. Yo, with the whole crossplay connection and the whole PCs. I mean, I get it if you're playing against Xbox players and we're like Wii players or whatever. But once you have PC in the mix, man, that's a whole nother story. These guys are wild. You know, you're comparing a PC, like a keyboard and mouse, to a controller. It's a whole different game. It's not the same. It really isn't. And there's so much stuff in a lot of other games that if you could just change, please, would be a lot better. and will make your game a lot more fair. Like, oh my god. Maybe we'll do a separate podcast on that, or we'll talk about it in another podcast. This one has definitely been jumping around a lot. It's interesting. I don't know. Everything is interesting. But yeah, I think the next age that we're definitely going to be living in is one of entrepreneurship and ideas. One where society in and of itself can create and invent things that's going to better help their society and neighborhood to flourish down the line. For sure. And I think that's the stuff you're counting on. I don't know if you've also noted or noticed. So the government has definitely like given with everything going on in terms of coronavirus and everything. They've been giving out a stimulus package to a lot of people, and they've included up to 10,000. Everyone's been waiting on a second stimulus package lately. Yeah, and that's partially why the stock market has been bleeding so much lately. Because, you know, everyone's afraid, hey, are we going back to work? Are we staying home? You know, because, again, restaurants are closed down. Airlines are closed down. Everyone's letting people off of work. The winter's coming. People doesn't know what to do. No one has a job. There's no income. Where's food going to come from? This guy doesn't have a job, and this guy doesn't supply that guy. Then that guy doesn't have a job, and this guy doesn't supply that guy. And then it's a whole chain reaction. And then you have a whole economic decline, serious decline. You know, pandemics are no joke. But yeah, with everything going on, the government has been trying, and they've given out $10,000 as opposed to their first stimulus, and a few more, and definitely a lot more money with, you know, down the line in terms of FEMA and all that, which are, what was it, pandemic relief programs or whatever, or hazard relief programs that also helped out. Yeah, so if you didn't spend it all and kind of just invested, I definitely invested. I invested more than half my portion of that money into the stock market, and I've definitely invested half of the other half into other things, like my projects and websites. So I haven't just spent that money, and I hope you did the same. Like, you didn't just go travel or spend it on, you know, just nonsense. Cause yeah, that would have been really harsh. A lot of people in the real estate industry kind of got fucked up and messed up. Oof, it's been messy all around. Honestly, it's been messy. And with the whole coronavirus thing, like, I don't know, because like they've been deeming everyone who's been dying. If you had like malaria or I don't know, if you had something that's gonna kill you and you had like literally only an hour to live because of that disease, and you had corona that had nothing to do about killing you, and you died, they are labeling you as a COVID death because of everything going on, and because all of the traffic and people rushing to the hospital because they also have corona or are afraid of corona, or they have all of these other diseases aside from corona who also are getting infected because now they're in the hospital because they need to see their treatments, you know, through. So the whole thing is a mess. It's a mess, especially when you have high populated areas and you're trying to set up a system that can help in every square block. Because that's really how you have to look at it. Like, you need to have an infrastructure that's going to work out for every 9-layer block. Yeah, that's gonna fit 9 buildings or 9 blocks around. So you have like 3 around. I don't know how you. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I really don't. Because once you set that up, you have a very good city. Or you could chain link it with other 9 set blocks. You know, that they all work together. I don't know, it's like the brain, or like a colony, or I don't know, something. Where were we? What were we talking about? God damn it, I forgot. I don't know. All right, your stimulus. Yeah. But then again, like, don't forget, like, there are a lot of other people who had to pay, they had debt, they had to pay rent, bills, food. And it definitely wasn't easy as well to, like, kind of save that money or put it aside, because you still had to live, right? The only reason I'm able to put that money aside is because, well, I have a supporting family beside me, thankfully. Thank God for that. And I love them very much. And I'm not complaining. I'm not saying anything like, oh, no, seriously. And I hope everyone out there who's really hustling and working hard to stay afloat in these dark times, like, hey, you guys really deserve a break. Like, seriously. Like, good job. You guys have been really slaying it out there. Damn. And keep your head up. But yeah, the government is trying to give out a second stimulus. Hopefully it can answer the needs of their people very soon. I hope they do. If I would vote for someone, who would I vote for? I would vote for Biden. Joe Biden for sure, 100%. And I can vote, I just don't want to, man. Like, I don't know, I'm lazy. I'm lazy like that. I see no point in the whole voting system, because last time Russia hacked it, so even if you did vote for Hillary, no one was gonna, like, that whole thing didn't matter. Trump won regardless. And I don't like the whole idea of America being like Russia's lapdog or in other countries, And I'm not saying Trump was Russia's lapdog. That's something I heard on TV because Joe Biden said that. And he did on the second debate or whatever, or the first one. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of taking orders or being helped or taking help from another country when we can do that in our own. Because the dollar has such a significant, and the whole American society and the American flag and the U.S. Embassy has such a significant symbol to the world that it would be really, really, really harsh and messed up and very saddening to see it all ruined or to see it all thrown away for some skittish reasons, due to our office or our house or our representatives. No. Life is strange. Life is very strange. There's a lot of cool games that you could play on your phone, on your app, like as in apps that you could download that will make you or have you get this governmental or country feeling, like to run into what it takes to run an empire. But then again, it all substitutes into how you think and how you approach things, and I think you should always approach things in a logical manner where you can interpret it in many scenarios and look at it from a sort of outwards rather than a first person, so like a third person view of everything, and just break it all down as if you're taking apart a machine and you're taking apart every cog, every screw, just to kind of like see how it's all put together. I think if you approach any situation like that, you can have a deeper understanding of everything. Yeah. Yes, sir. Is definitely how it is, if you do it like that. Why wouldn't it be? Why, of course. Why, of course. Very rich indeed, yes. A lot of information. Well, I do, sir. What was that one bit that you said there? Well, I don't know, Shaggy. What was it? What did I say? I don't know what I say sometimes. I'm fucking crazy. No, you're not. You just have a mind. You have a mind. You don't have a human mind. You have a very unique one. Slimy, get back here. How did you get out? Get back in the goddamn cage. Don't bring me in here, shut up. God damn it. Okay. What in tarnation is it? Whatever. Anyway, back to our podcast. I have no fucking idea what's going on. So yeah. AB Ouroboros podcast episode 1. So yeah. I'm fine. I hope you guys enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for listening and tuning in to this podcast. I hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye. Have a good day and a good week and a good month. Until the next time, thank you for tuning in. Goodbye. Adios. I'll see you next time. Toodles, laters. Until the next episode. Farewell. This saddens me to the core to see you off, laddens, in a wagon. And you're probably familiar with Bilbo Baggins. You could say hi to him. I know he's in the wagon. He's a little bit shy. And yeah, you could just say bye to him and say farewell and turtles and bye and go out in adventure without me and be fine. Everyone will have fireworks. I'll be Gandalf and alright guys, I'll see you guys there.